Hello, this is Jay Larson with the Idaho Technology Council. Welcome to this press conference to launch Idaho Codes, which is an industry-led initiative with private and public partnerships. And our objective is to have a coding foundations course, which will be rolled out to the rest of the state of Idaho. And the system will go to 7th and 12th graders, where they'll have the opportunity to learn more about coding in HTML, CSS,
más de 700,000 personas.
and JavaScript.
Un nuevo panorama de nuestra
What we're doing on this is we're bringing it to 7th and 12th graders to help them improve their digital and computing literacy in the state, and it will be delivered through virtual platforms. But what we're excited about this year is it'll be delivered through all parts of the state through the community colleges and coding camps this summer through College of Eastern Idaho, North Idaho College, College of Western Idaho, and also College of Southern Idaho. We're partnering with Governor Little and his office with the Idaho STEM Action Center. And we also have Success in Education, which is going to be talking later on the press conference. One last point we want to bring up before I hand it over to the governor is that there's a major sense of urgency that's coming from industry and the partners that are here, because we want to prepare Idaho students to be able to compete in a digital world. And the way to do that is to be able to increase their computing literacy. So, Governor, thank you for joining us today. And please talk to us a little bit about computing literacy from your perspective.
Well, thanks, Jay. And I want to thank all the partners, Success in Education Foundation, obviously the Idaho STEM Action Center, JU, and the Idaho Technology Council, all the leaders in government and business that have been involved in this. But this year, I want to welcome the College of Eastern Idaho, College of Southern Idaho, College of Western Idaho, and North Idaho College for what they're going to do this summer. And the coding camps that are going to be available as we continue on our road to embed not only coding, but all the facets of STEM. You know, we made great advancements in Idaho the last few years. Matter of fact, I think Angela told me one time our rate of growth, or Jay, you might have told me, was one of the fastest of all 50 states. But it's reflective of what's taken place globally, nationally, and particularly here in Idaho, that with this evolution that's taken place in not only business, but society in general, that coding is critical. Many of the participants that learn some of the fundamentals will not eventually code, but an understanding of how coding works and how it's critical to nearly every aspect of our society is really important. From one of the oldest industries in the state, whether it be agriculture, timber, mining, when I go to those businesses, the common denominator there is new, very sophisticated technology that all has a baseline of coding in it involved. So I'm delighted. I want to show everybody my fetching hat that I got the last time. I'm appreciative of the hat. You can see I don't wear it out to the ranch very often, but I'm very proud of this hat. But I do want to thank all the participants, because the whole computer science, STEM education, and coding is just so fundamental to what we need to do to continue to move the ball forward for prosperity for this generation and the next. So I want to, again, thank all the partners. I'm going to turn it over to Paris Cole, but Paris's company, which was based originally in New Plymouth, and I guess it's still based in New Plymouth, was one of the forefathers of trying to get the New Plymouth School District involved in all these areas. So I'm very proud to turn over the lead to Paris Cole, because the company that he's involved in has made great strides in one of the areas we need to do it, which is in rural Idaho. So thank you all and enjoy the conference.
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate that introduction. And I represent truckstop.com, as Governor Little mentioned, but I also represent the Idaho Technology Council, and so represent industry on this conference call. And as we all know, the Idaho economy is booming. And as Governor Little said, when we think about technology, it's not just a software company like truckstop.com. It is virtually every industry. I look across our membership of the Idaho Technology Council, and we have member companies that serve in engineering, healthcare, finance, agriculture, and of course, software, data, and hardware. And so part of our mission as the Idaho Technology Council is to help Idaho companies grow and thrive. And we can't do that without a strong and vibrant workforce. And so we're very excited to be supporting Idaho Codes, excited for what this means to Idaho students, and then ultimately, as years progress, what it means to Idaho companies. So thrilled to be a part of this, thrilled for Idaho students and what this means for them. With that, I'm happy to turn it over now to Representative Gayanne DeMordaunt from our legislature. So thank you.
Thanks, Paris. You know, it's been such a pleasure to work with our industry leaders like Paris. I so appreciate his leadership and appreciate that our industry has come together with a legislative effort, with an effort and support from our governor, from the STEM Action Center, and then, of course, our presidents today from our community colleges. I was thrilled when I discovered this program happening just across our southern state border in Utah, and started interfacing with Rick Folkerson and Success in Education, the foundation that has led this effort and created this opportunity for kids. And I immediately saw how important this could be for our Idaho kids. You know, it's amazing the uptake that we have had with this program in one short year when we launched a year ago, almost to the date today. 1,800 kids around the state participated online. Now we have the opportunity to bring it to our college campuses and have both in-person and online opportunities for our kids. And when we think about the skills that these kids are acquiring through this program, and the way that they are able to be both quantifiable and recognizable with by industry, because these are industry certified, recognized standards in this computer science course and coding courses, much needed by all students. But we were thrilled to see our rural students with a big uptake in this online class. So we're thrilled to have our presidents with us and their willingness to open up their campuses and continue the great work of Idaho Codes. And no one knows the demand that there is for these kind of skills better than the CIO of St. Luke's, Reed Steffen. And with that, Reed, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Gayanne. I appreciate that. You know, just like others have said, excited to be a part of this. I think from my perspective, there are two key things this kind of coding boot camp accomplishes. One, it extends computer science in a way to make it more accessible to students across our state. In our modern world, and Governor Little touched on this, every high school graduate needs some level of computer science literacy, and courses like this help to serve that need. Second, while the goal is not to have every student who pursues this course then desire to do a career in computer science, we know that some students will choose to pursue a career in this. The skills that they acquire through this kind of a coding boot camp can be immediately transferable to a career field job. And so this then provides students choices. They could go right into the work field, or they could choose to go into college to further expand their skills. But the point is, it gives them choices, and it shows students there's avenues. And we need to do more to provide these kind of multi-channel options for all high school graduates. And Jay, I got on late, so I don't know who I'm throwing this to. Back to you.
Back to me, and thank you very much, Reed. We now get the opportunity to come to Caitlin McGuire, who is the Executive Director of the Idaho STEM Action Center. Caitlin.
Thank you, Jay. Here at the Idaho STEM Action Center, we seek to foster a workforce that is literate in STEM and computer science to ensure Idaho's continued economic prosperity. As the governor said, computational literacy is critical to Idaho's future. In the next 10 years, 90% of jobs will require digital skills. But in addition to helping students attain those jobs and support Idaho's economy, computational literacy helps in such areas as comprehension, collaboration, vocabulary, teamwork, and creativity. And these are all skills that are invaluable no matter what career a student chooses to pursue. So the STEM Action Center is very excited to see the Idaho Codes program continue and expand this year. And we are honored to be part of this partnership to inspire and provide access to computer science programs for students in Idaho and to collaborate with the colleges across the state. So thank you for having us be part of this partnership and to continue this great work. I'd like to now turn it over to Dr. Bert Landon, the president of the College of Western Idaho.
Thank you, Caitlin. I've got the good words already out of the way. So thank you, Caitlin. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Your local community colleges, the 4 presidents are here, and as usual, we're speaking with one voice, and we're just thrilled to be a part of helping deliver this great educational opportunity. As you know, we want to thank the governor and the legislature, business and industry, our partners across the board on so many educational opportunities. We're appreciative. Jay, thank you for inviting us and talking to us initially. All 4 community colleges immediately said, absolutely, we'll deliver across the state whatever we can do. And we're in 100% willing to move this forward. This is a great initiative, as you've heard already, and we are thrilled. Again, your local community colleges that are affordable and adaptable really have stepped up and said, what can we do? How quickly can we do it? And it's not a matter of whether we do it, how do we do it, and how do we make it happen statewide? So this is a tremendous opportunity for students across the state of Idaho, and we're thrilled to be a part of this partnership. And I want to introduce my partners, Rick Aman in Eastern Idaho, president of Eastern, Dean Fisher, the president of College of Southern Idaho, and Rick McKellen, North Idaho College. And Rick, I think I hand it off to you. You've got an introduction to make here.
So thank you, Bert. I'm Rick of the East, since we've got a lot of Ricks on. So what a pleasure, Governor, to have you kind of indicate the importance of computing to us. And as Dr. Glandon had recognized, computing is absolutely essential to the kind of state that we're trying to build here. And again, I think for the 4 of us, skills become kind of our middle name when you think about community colleges. How quickly can we deliver these skills? And the beauty of this, and by the way, if you don't know, College of Eastern Idaho is on the far east side, and we are right up against Idaho National Lab. And it is unbelievable how much technology occurs out there. So we're really talking about the long game as we think about STEM and the 7th through 12th graders. We're literally building our future. So what an opportunity for the 4 community colleges, and we tend to all work together in these kind of things in the 4 areas of the state to put emphasis on computer literacy. So with that, let me pass along and introduce President Dean Fisher at College of Southern Idaho.
So I suppose, keeping in the theme, I'm Dean of the South, if Rick is the Rick of the East. My comments will be brief, but I think straightforward. I want to echo what President Glandon and President Aman have already said, that we were so delighted several weeks ago to receive the inquiry from Jay. I don't think it took us more than a moment or two to all collectively say yes, and then get into the how are we going to do this. So thank you, Jay, for the outreach. Thank you to the governor, to the legislature, and to the Technology Council for their collective support that I've seen in this last year in computing and cybersecurity. I think we probably have only begun to scratch the surface of understanding how important this industry is going to be as we move forward. So we're happy to bring this here to the Magic Valley, these coding camps in the summer. Happy to be a part of this statewide initiative. And I think I would be very negligent if I also didn't say thank you to the Success in Education Foundation for making this all possible. And continuing the compass directions, allow me to introduce my colleague up in Coeur d'Alene, Rick of the North, Dr. Rick McLennan, president of North Idaho College.
Thank you, Dean. And thank you. North Idaho College is really just so thrilled to be a part of this opportunity. You know, the go-on rate in Idaho is well known. It's a challenge for all of us. And for us to have the opportunity to get these young students on our campus to experience and see all the things that we're doing in technology and innovation and entrepreneurship in computer science is going to be a great opportunity for them to make a connection with us. And maybe it might only impact one or two of those students, but it's going to change somebody's life about how they think about their future higher education. As far as computer science, you know, it's been said that the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, also need to include communicating, calculating, and computing. And these are essential skills nearly in every workplace. I can't think of one where they're not. And what's really interesting about this particular opportunity is this going to give a lot of young students create that foundational value of having an understanding, making it easier to learn and grow and build into other programs and computer interactions. So we're delighted to be a part of this. I want to thank all the partners who've made this possible, and Governor Little especially appreciate your support here today. Oh, and it's now my pleasure to hand this off and introduce Rick Folkerson. He's the president of Success in Education, and it's my pleasure to hand the baton to Rick.
Rick, thank you so very much, and we're honored to be a part of this amazing and a grand opportunity. We all have said it over and over again, the importance of helping our children see the value of literacy. But what's more of computer literacy, but what's more important is that in the state of Idaho, we do not want to be left behind. It's where all the jobs are moving. Caitlin talked about 90% of all the jobs in the next 10 years will require an amount of computer literacy. And it's relevant and it's important. And we can change the world one student at a time. We can invest in our children. And with the college presidents, with their backing, with their support, with private industry like Truck Stop and others, Intuit and Micron and others, we're excited that collectively we can help lift and promote and drive children into new and high wage jobs. I also would be remiss if I didn't recognize Representative Dumardon and her efforts in leading the charge through coding and programming initiatives within the state of Idaho. It is relevant, it is important, it is meaningful, and we don't want our children to be mired down. What we want to do is lift them up, educate them in what matters most, and having basic fundamentals of coding and programming in their educational process is paramount to the future success of Idaho. And with that, as president of the Success in Education Foundation, we are investing in Idaho. We're committed to giving back. And it's not about making profits, it's about giving monies back to the state to change the trajectory of our children. And with that, I know that collectively we can make a difference and we can change the world one student at a time. And with that, Jay, I'm going to turn the time back to you.
Thank you, Rick. We really appreciate Success in Education, appreciate all of the community colleges and the industry. Representative Dumardon brought up a point that I think is really important for us to note. Last year, we had about all of the people who enrolled in the program. It was all virtual because of, obviously because of COVID. And 67% of them were for underserved or rural Idaho. So think about that. That's a big number. The other thing that was really is that about 33% were female and girls. So that and we've had an opportunity to meet several of the people who have gone through these programs. And what's been the most compelling after meeting them is how much it enlightened them and gave more vista to them to be able to understand how the digital and computing literacy works. And it gave them confidence and also other skills, simple skills that are going to be able to look at collaborative opportunities or opportunities to be able to dissect issues and to be able to look for ways to be able to solve problems, because there's a lot of what if statements and other ways to be able to do solve these problems. So so that's what we're very, very thankful for this program. Again, it's going to start open right now. You can go to idahocodes.org and you can go and enroll in the program right now. I would encourage those that are going to come on to the program to do it soon, especially the coding camps, because those ones are going to be in person and limited to a certain number that can be handled at each one of the college campuses. So start going there. And then I would love to be able to open this up right now. I know we have some folks that are on the call that are from the media. If there are any questions you'd like to ask any of the folks on the press conference, we'd be happy to answer those right now. Are there any out there that we would like to field? And if there aren't, that's fine, but we'll just go ahead and please ask if there are any from coming in here. The last point that I would make about the program is it's for 7th and 12th graders. And one of the biggest opportunities we have is that it will help with computing literacy, and it will have about approximately 120 hours. And these students will be able to have mentors and other folks that will help guide them through this process. And so if they get on a program, on a problem on one of the equations or whatever they're going to be learning, they'll be able to have other people help them and assist them through that patch they're going to be in. But it's really a tremendous opportunity. So if there aren't any other questions or other thoughts, I would like to thank again those who participated. I very much like to appreciate the effort that Governor Little has on computing literacy. Representative DeMordaunt, really like to continue. I know next year we're going to have a big ask of our legislature, and you're going to be a big part of that. And we really appreciate all the work that's taken there. The community college presidents, I can't tell you how much we're enthused at what you do in your communities and how you help your communities skill up are so important. So thank you for all of that. Paris, I know that you and Reed Steffen over at the St. Luke's are strong industry leaders. This program has been supported from the Accahan Foundation, from truckstop.com, from the St. Luke's, and also from Idaho Central Credit Union, from the Micron Foundation. It also has support from the Simplot Foundation. So this has great support from all of those, as well as the Idaho STEM Action Center. So with that being said, we'd like to really thank you all for participating and further looking at how this is going to impact our students from 7th to 12th grade in our state over this summer. And we will have another follow-up where we can actually give delivery of a lot of the results. And we'll have Success in Education, and Rick Folkerson will have you come back on and tell us all of the success of the program this fall. Sound good? So thank you all for participation, and have a great day, and keep computing literacy top of your shelf and the things you're engaged in. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jay.